Hello everybody and welcome back to the Fortress of Solitude. Today we're going to be checking out Beast World issue 6 by Tom Taylor, Ivan Reyes, Lucas Meyer and Eduardo Pansica. Big summer event for DC comes to its grand conclusion this issue, and we still have a buttload of plot to get into and wrap up, beginning with a reveal from last issue that Dr. Hate is the demonic aspect of Raven from the gem that is in her forehead. This saddles Raven with this for most of the issue, as she has to combat her other self to prevent them from doing any of the world any harm. I'm still not overly fond of this reveal, as there was like the bare minimum build up to this, and Raven's gem being empty only really came up once in Nightwing, which is referenced in this issue, thank god. It wasn't referenced last issue, it just kind of left the reveal sort of sit, but this issue they actively do reference that actually happening in Nightwing, so I'm glad about that. But that's really all that happened with the character in terms of revealing who their identity is, and even then that wasn't actually tied to Dr. Hate in any regard whatsoever. So again, there's this disconnect from what Taylor had in store for the character, which was obviously the Raven reveal, and then obviously what Joshua Williamson maybe wanted to do with the character, being that Williamson was the one who created the character at the end of Night Terrors. It's one of the biggest reasons why I think this reveal was sort of a last minute change, and maybe they were meant to be someone else, but the Raven reveal became something in late writing stages of this event, and it just went from there. In fact, if they did want to do the Raven reveal, they probably could have left it for an actual Titans arc, not the summer event, since it's just one more thing on a pile of new stuff readers have to ingest throughout this event, and Taylor has to balance that, and being that this issue is mostly getting through plot points that should have been resolved 2 issues ago, it wasn't even balanced well. So the next plot to round off is how to cure all of the heroes infected by the parasites. Again, this is something that probably should have been worked out 2 issues ago, and the answer is really silly, and not the wacky comic book silly either that I thought it was going to be, but it's more I didn't think this through and we need something really fast type of silly. As to cure the heroes and the people of Earth, Nightwing and the others just dangle Superman and other big and powerful heroes out as bait for the parasites in these animal people to leave their animal hosts and try and get into, you know, Superman or Starfire or one of these other characters who have great power, and that's it. There's no thing where they're going to capture him and then use it to, as like form a cure or anything. It's just like, just wait for the parasite to come out and then kill that parasite. It's something that is just so stupid, and again, this is something that should have been resolved issues ago. And since hell, the tie-ins, the first tie-in I read for this series, the Metropolis tie-in, the Beast World Tour Metropolis book, did this and figured it out. So why did it take so long for the Titans to figure this out? I have no idea. As the plan gets underway, Nightwing goes off to probably my favourite part of the book, as he goes to see the President to answer for Cyborg hacking the US military drones last issue, and in order to get the President to trust him, Dick wants him to know his secret identity. I'm reminded of the time Taylor actually did this very confrontation, but between Batman and the President in Injustice Year 1, and I like the differences here. Whereas the Batman one, he was very defensive and paranoid, threatening the President for what he did, and here Nightwing is just full transparency, has come just to talk. He's not there to fight or anything, he's just there as a guy answering for his people's misdoings, and it's a great way to show that running theme of Nightwing wanting to talk rather than fight and be a better hero. Also, this is a totally comic book President as well, since he just takes this all in his stride and doesn't want to know Nightwing's identity because it might compromise him as a person and everything, and it's just a complete comic book President. Nothing like this would actually happen in real life, and I kind of like that. So the Titans are left to deal with these beast people, and Taylor actually kind of pays off the little references he's been making to Nightwing's hero contingency plans from his Titans run, and he's made a couple in this series as well, as he gives Donna access to his files and all of the heroes just in case they too are infected during their mission, and even has Cyborg build her a special chromium kryptonite armor that she can use to battle Starfire or any of the Superman family should they become infected. This was just so satisfying after having all those little references to the contingencies scattered throughout throughout Taylor's book, and also builds into Nightwing's character as being transparent, and the team all know about the contingencies. He's not trying to hide them or anything, and he gives pretty good reason as to why he should have them, but he wants the team to also be very comfortable in knowing that he does have them, since he doesn't plan on hiding them or use them or anything. He just has them just in case, because of course, he's Batman's apprentice, of course he has that. The little references and build up to that though have me really questioning the whole Dr. Hate thing, and that not getting any build up, since you would think that he would focus on that build up rather than this just little thing he's been peppering throughout his book from the very beginning. It's just very strange and very weird allocation of resources when it came to writing in this. As the heroes destroy the parasites, we are given yet another twist as Dr. Hate figures out that the Beast People not attacking now is thanks to Beast Boy, whose consciousness was spread out amongst the spore hive mind. So the more the heroes kill these parasites, the more they erase of Garfield Logan. Again, this feels like it should have been revealed a little sooner and could have been used as the reason why the heroes hadn't been able to find a cure for the parasites. They don't want to kill them because in doing so they'll kill Garfield, and it could have left them with a cool moral quandary about, well, is one really worth the million? You know, that sort of thing, you know, the trolley conundrum basically. And that could have been really interesting for Nightwing as a leader to deal with and sort of deal with as a team. It could have driven some of the team drama throughout this event, but never really went that way because we only get that revealed right now. It's like all the parts of the plot are there, all the parts are there for a really good plot, and one should flow into the next, but they're all in the wrong order, like they've just been like cut up and sort of rearranged in a different order, and it's really strange. As quick as that plot point with Garfield is revealed, it's actually concluded in like the next 3 pages as the heroes save all of the parasites and teleport them to the Titan's tower as they deal with Dr. Hate, stealing her helm and destroying it rather easily by just throwing it in a volcano. Again, something that probably could have done a lot sooner, since they knew the character was around and didn't really do anything about her until these last 2 issues. This leaves Raven to confront her evil self on some even terms and seals her back in the gem, allowing her to return to the Titans as the parasites they have gathered all turn back into Beast Boy, who isn't all there though, as he is missing a lot of his memories, including those he made with and for Raven. So had they left the event there, that, you know, kind of a downer ending, kind of a cool ending, you know, we kind of that Empire Strikes Back ending, you know, we kind of won, but did we really sort of ending? That would have been really cool, and you could have continued it in the Titans book, helping Beast Boy regain his humanity and who he is and relearn his memories. But nope, we got to fix that in the last couple of pages as they take Garfield to the arm he lost during the Boom Tube mission in issue 1, and using Donna's lasso and some magic, they are able to bring his memories back. That itself could have been a whole arc in the Titans book. You know, they have to travel to another galaxy to find this arm, and they find it on an alien planet where it's affecting the life of the people there or something, and it makes the team bond closer together, and Beast Boy ends up bonding more with Raven over this and everything. It could have done really, really cool things with that, but nope, got to deflate all the tension and drama that could have brought in just a couple of pages. It's really disappointing. The hits keep coming as well, as Amanda Waller, who was finally turning into the main threat of this book and just kind of disappeared at the start of this book, finally returns, and we find that she has taken over the Hall of Justice, turning it into the Hall of Order. And again, she's saying all of the same stuff she's been saying throughout this entire event, where heroes are a thing of the past. We don't need heroes or aliens or demons. We don't need any of that. We can just do it on our own. Just really simple stuff. Probably wasn't needed at all, like, since it's like 1 page and it's just saying all of the same stuff she said before. Didn't need it at all. And then we get the final reveal of the book, which is that Raven isn't actually Raven, and her demonic side managed to trap Raven in the gem, taking her place on the Titans in the physical realm. Now, I think this is going to lead to a really cool Titans arc, but like, why didn't she do this to begin with upon getting out, since Raven didn't know the gem was empty? The demon could have easily gotten the jump on Raven, and especially because it was set out Dr. Hate needed the Helm of Chaos and the Nightmare Stone and all that to combat these people. But if she was able to do that without the Helm of Fate and without the Nightmare Stone and any of that sort of stuff, then why didn't she just do that? It just doesn't make any sense. Again, I think there is some disconnect between what Taylor wanted to do and what Williamson wanted to do, and it really shows with this character. So that's the end of Beast World, at least for now. I'm sure we're going to get some, fallout in the Titans book and maybe some of the other books, and I'm intrigued to see exactly what the fallout is going to be from this series, since this issue, while it should have wrapped up a lot sooner, wrapped everything up pretty concisely. Like, everything is really packed away, and I'm intrigued to see what Taylor's going to do with this Raven stuff now that it seems like he's got full control of it, since it's going to be over in the Titans book. So he might be able to like salvage it a little bit easier and not have to worry about what other people are going to be doing with this character. So I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen there, and maybe just looking forward to seeing the Titans back together, dealing with a little bit of a smaller threat or something that seems a bit more manageable for Taylor, since for some reason this event just kind of felt like a hodgepodge of ideas, really cool ideas, and the plot could have been there. The plot was there, but it was just cut to shit, rearranged, and stuff was put in tie-ins where it should have been in the main book and all that sort of stuff. So maybe with now that the tie-ins and all that have gone away and we're back to just that Titans book and the Nightwing book, everything will sort of even out, and we'll get back to some really cool character stuff, which I'm really hoping we do, since he writes those books really, really well. I'm going to give this issue a 5 out of 10.